Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast. This is part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news done by geeks that look just like you. If you're new to our show, we cover the geek news beat and we share our opinions. And I'm your host, Chuck. And with me, we have Randy.
What's up, GeekBeast? Man, Chuck, what we talking about tonight?
Well, tonight is Friday. And you know what Fridays are? It's happy hour.
Yeah,
and since I'm on drink hiatus, I'm not drinking tonight for happy hour, but I hope everybody in the audience is drinking and eating and getting ready for the great weekend coming up upon us.
Right, man. Let's do this.
Okay. We're going to jump into some news.
All right, what we got?
So Zack Snyder's Justice League gets his first theatrical release. So, Justice League came out, the Snyder Cut came out for streaming, and everybody watched it on streaming. So they say, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put this in the theater. This 3-hour-long movie. It's 6 hours, right? It's 6 hours.
Is it that long? Yeah.
It is, right?
Like 5 or 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Because we did it on binge-worthy because we said it was so long. Yeah.
It was so long. So they're going to actually put this in the theaters. I wonder how many intermission breaks they're going to have in it. The rumor is if the movie goes longer than 2 hours, you have to have an intermission break. Or they're going to have 3 intermission breaks between the chapters.
I don't know. But with that being said, I am all for this.
You're going to go see it?
Maybe, right? I fully support seeing the Snyderverse because at first, when it first was talked about, I was like, why do we need to see this? It wasn't going to be any better than the shitty release that Old Boy released. And I wasn't a big fan of, Batman versus Superman. I was like, Zack Snyder truly messed it up. But upon watching the Snyderverse, it was just beautiful. And that's what Zack Snyder does. Zack Snyder does beautifully visual movies. Everything that he does, he touches. So the opportunity to watch it in the movie theater, because I think when it dropped, we were kind of like at the height of the pandemic, and nobody was going out to movie theaters. It's one of the things that helped bolster the numbers for HBO Max. And so the opportunity to go see it in the big screen, I think it would be awesome. I think it would look amazing.
Word. So, if you're new to our show, we also include the audience, and we have somebody from Twitch, Paul 2D2, has turned around and donated some bits to us. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul. We appreciate it, fam.
Yeah, keep tuning in. Tell all your friends to tune in. And we're here every Monday through Friday, mostly every Monday through Friday. I'm the one who ruins that for us. Mostly Monday through Friday. And soon, on October 31st, on November 1st, we'll be here Monday through Friday every day.
Yes.
I can guarantee that.
And don't forget to hit that like button. If you like what you see, hit that like button out there. If you're watching this on YouTube.
Yep.
Or Facebook or any other
or Twitch. We're across all platforms. We're across everything. But thanks, Paul. And as usual, the Funk, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for curating today's news, because I got to it late. It's been
he's halfway through his drink.
Yeah, the Funk's halfway through his drink. Yeah. Keep drinking.
That's how you start the weekend off.
That's how you start the weekend off.
Cheers, fam.
Yep. So
what about you? What you want to? What about you? Would you want to go see the Snyder Cut in the movie theater?
That's a good question. I debate that. I don't think I have the time to give for the Snyder Cut. I'm too busy looking at the stuff we have to do for Binge Worthy to actually do the Snyder Cut, especially in the coming months. We got some banger shows apparently on deck.
Bangers coming out.
We got Lord of the Rings, and we got House of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
Then I don't know what we have after that, but I know we had, but the launch window for a good TV show.
Andor will be coming up soon.
Andor,
yeah. And so we just did She-Hulk yesterday,
and I missed it because of my day job.
Yeah, so we've got some bangers coming out here. Atlanta's gonna be finishing up in a couple of weeks, so yeah.
I'm not gonna have time to see the Snyder Cut. That's 6 hours in the movie theater. You know how many other movies I can see that I haven't seen? I'm not like the Funk. The Funk sees everything. And I have to catch up on movies. That's like his jam.
Man, it's the spectacle of it. Like, because remember the suit that whatchamacallit had on, how it's silvery and it's changing and reflecting. Like, imagine seeing that in the movie theater. Imagine seeing with Darkseid, man. If it was one of them Marvel movies, you'd go see it.
No, I mean, if Marvel had a 6 hour long movie, I wouldn't go see it neither. I'm like,
you just make a day out of it, right?
You definitely would. They better let me bring my own food up in there, my own candy.
Oh no, that ain't happening.
They better let me do all that on my own. The runtime is 4 hours and 2 minutes.
So
thank you, Rodney. Thank you, the voice in the sky. We were like 6 hours. We were like 6 hours.
Right,
that's 4 to 6 hours. It's the same to me at that level.
That's better. But you're gonna do about 5 hours, right? Because they're gonna have about 20-30 minutes of commercial. Yeah,
trailers.
It's gonna then you trailers. Then you go in there. Yeah, you gonna spend about.
Then you gotta watch all the credits to see the end cut scene.
Right. It's gonna be a long time. But man, I'm for it. I'm for going to see
you tell me how it is and convince me to go. I'm not convinced yet. I'm not sold. That's okay. But it's interesting. I think it deserves a theatrical release. Will people see it? I don't know. And it's coming out.
It's not gonna do gangbuster numbers.
I think Avatar did. Avatar ain't been seen in 15 years. It's the same exact movie.
Well, I mean, Avatar, it did well, for a movie that hasn't been seen in 20 years during a slow period. And I think this is more of a love letter to the fans, because the fans are what made the Snyder Cut possible.
Yeah, it
right. They kept clamoring for it online until Warner Brothers just finally relented and was like, all right, we'll put it out. We'll
You
put it
know
out
what
on
I'd
8.
rather see than the Snyder Cut?
What's that?
Batgirl.
Well, but the funk
Mhm.
said it's one mighty only Q&A show up with Snyder.
It's only a one night only. I thought they were bringing it back across theaters. I
Yeah, I
must have
thought
read
they
that
were
article
bringing it back
wrong.
across.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'm
so
sorry.
it's one night.
The funk curated the news. I'm like, oh, they brought it back. And I was like, oh. So they said the showing of Zack Snyder's Justice League set for 2023 will be a part of a series of screenings and the QA sessions called Directly
See,
Responsible, face to face with filmmakers at Smooth Castle.
see, that makes it doper.
That
That
does make
makes
it dope. Now I would
yeah,
go see that. I would go to that.
yeah. I'm all for it regardless. I think maybe that's the test markers to see how well it does, and maybe they'll do like a limited release across the nation if it does
Yeah.
well. So
Well, we're talking
yeah.
about if they did it. I think they should release it across the nation, but I'd rather see Batgirl.
Well, can't we can't have our
We can have
cake and
both.
eat it too?
I
We
want
can't have
both.
our
I
cake and
want
eat it
both.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I had to pick one to hit the theaters for a
Yeah, if I
limited
had to pick
run.
one, I'd say I want to see Batgirl because
Mm-hmm.
one, I've already seen the Snyder Cut,
Mm-hmm.
and two, I want to support. It's a black woman starring in this franchise. So yeah, I think that they should definitely release it. One of
Yeah,
these days we're going to get it.
yeah,
One of these
maybe,
days.
maybe. You know, we're about to get the Flash though.
We are going to get the Flash. That's
I
the
know we're gonna
problem.
get the Flash.
My
That
girl
is a
Issa
problem.
Rae was out here spitting fire. She said
Mm.
Hollywood is out here protecting Ezra Miller like he's not fucking up at everything. And you know what? Issa is 100%
Yeah,
right.
I mean, Ezra's not the only one being protected. We're watching Brett Favre be protected
Oh,
every
oh.
opportunity the media can protect
What, what,
Brett Favre. They
all
protect
right,
him.
what's the deal with Brett Favre? For the
Brett
people who
Favre,
know.
he's done a number of things. He's an asshole, first of all. There's so many things against Brett Favre.
But
You
most
know,
recently, what has he done to
steal millions of dollars from poor people. To then he
literally?
literally stole millions of dollars from poor people for speaking engagements he didn't do, and then he built what a gymnasium for his
Gymnasium at
daughter,
for the college where his daughter goes
the
to.
college you go
So
to.
they
She can play
stipend funds.
volleyball.
Yeah, so they siphon funds, and the governor of the state was in cahoots with it, away from poor people, from people on welfare and things like that in
People that
Mississippi.
have dirty water in Mississippi,
Right,
same as
right,
Flint
right.
right now.
Like Jackson, yeah, Jackson is one of the states. Yeah, Jackson is the capital. I want to say,
Yep,
and they had dirty
yep.
water, and they siphoned off funds that would go to these type of projects over to Brett Favre and the governor for like kind of vanity projects. And one of those vanity projects was to build a gymnasium for his
For his
daughter's
daughter.
college who played volleyball. Yeah, talk about some horrific shit. Like,
You know,
man, if Mississippi, it's a very poor state, and
yeah,
like you said, they don't have decent running water in some of those places. And for him to steal from them people, and he knew the shit he was doing, because in the email correspondences, he's saying, don't let this get out because it could be seen negatively. So he knew
yeah, he
what he
knew,
was
he
doing
knew.
was
Yeah, a
messed
bunch of
up.
email. Yeah, he knew. Yeah. So and for somebody that's worth over $100 million, because he is,
Right, right.
he could have gave that $5 million for his daughter's gym and named it
Easily,
after
easily.
him. And he could have helped with the other projects he was stealing money from. But
Yeah,
he's
man.
been notoriously known through his whole career to be like a scammer and a
Yeah,
scumbag.
yeah, man.
And they
Yeah,
protect him every left and right turn. But
they
that's
have.
near. That's not really geek news. That's sports. That's sports geek news.
But we geeked out
No,
on it a little bit. But
yeah,
him and Ezra Miller out there,
yeah. Ezra
because
Miller
they're doing
got cases
reshoots right
against him.
now. Yeah, they
Yep,
got cases and they're doing reshoots, and
yep,
they're gonna have him in the marketing strategy too. So yeah, fuck Ezra Miller.
yeah, yeah. It's just ridiculous. He tried everything to get that movie canceled, and they're keeping it. And so he's like, "Okay, my bad. I'm sorry."
Right. That weak ass apology that he read.
Yeah, it did. It did. Let's get to some more news. So SpaceX tells U.S. government that it can no longer pay for Ukraine's Starlink service after providing tens of thousands of Starlink terminals to help Ukraine's war effort. SpaceX has told the Department of Defense that it may not be able to provide future funding for the service. The company's director of government sales reportedly wrote that SpaceX is not in the position to further donate terminals to Ukraine or fund the existing terminals for an indefinite period of time. There are around 25,000 Starlink terminals in Ukraine. SpaceX asked the Pentagon to pay for additional Starlink terminals requested by Ukraine, as well as pay for ongoing services costs. It estimates that these costs around about $124 million between now and the end of the year, and almost $380 million for a full 12 months. Musk previously said the operation has already cost SpaceX $80 million.
Okay, and I don't understand how SpaceX creates revenue, but isn't like SpaceX damn near fully subsidized by the government?
It's a lot of subsidies. They got most of their businesses government
So,
contracts, but
yeah,
they're
so
saying
what do they do otherwise? Like it seems to me like the government's already paying for this. But
they
I
said
could be
they're not
wrong.
paying for this service, so they're paying for all our other services. This thing we did for the war effort, they're not paying for, and we're not going to hit them for the past expenditures, past expenses, but we want what's new and why this war is going on. So since we set up all this stuff, we want y'all to pay us now. You think the government should pay?
No, I don't think the government should pay. I think they've paid for SpaceX enough. Because SpaceX, how does SpaceX even earn money? Like what
Government contracts.
service? Huh?
Government
Right.
contracts.
They're like a government subsidized company. They're like, it's like NASA got a spinoff and SpaceX handles it.
Yeah. That's basically it.
I could be wrong, defunct or anybody out there, correct me if I'm wrong. So, like, why should the government, the taxpayers, like, why should we fit an additional bill for stuff we're already paying for?
Yep. And Rodney said, and other companies paid them to launch their satellites into space.
Yeah, right. I mean,
So
because
they make
otherwise
money.
it's not like it's a commercial company. It's not like they're Google or any, like that's the only way that they can make money is through government contracts and other people doing that. So why are they now asking for additional funds when that's what you're there for? If you're not launching satellites and not doing all of these things, what is the purpose of space?
Because our knee-jerk reaction to say that we support the people in Ukraine is to put up all these Starlink satellite dishes and provide internet and other telecommunication services across Ukraine, and we realize we can't afford to pay for it, and we want the government to come in and cover it.
They're already covering it through some way, right? I mean, I don't know.
We didn't estimate the government is not covering this effort, they're covering all the other efforts. That's what they're saying. We want more money. This new service that we popped up, we want y'all to pay for it now.
Right.
This new service.
So do you think that the government should fit the bill for this? I don't get it. Because it's not like SpaceX is
going to pay for it. Let the UN pay for it through our government money through the UN. Dylan Sanders said to the U.S. government, like, hey, maybe y'all need to come and help us out here.
Or SpaceX, go into the coffers and put some more money up.
If Starlink is as good as he claims it is, I need it to be in rural parts of America.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's, yeah, SpaceX only is making money off the government and they're not applying it. We're not benefiting from SpaceX.
We're not.
It's a government subsidy. That's basically what this company is. It's a government subsidy. And now he's coming back asking for more money.
Yeah. I don't know.
As in they were doing something noble, but they underestimated the real cost and the value. Like, nah, fam.
Musk also has faced criticism. I'll say something else in the article that comes up. Musk has also faced criticism in recent weeks after posting a poll that suggests that Ukraine should cede Crimea to Russia and give up on annexed regions if the residents voted in favor of it. The strongest response came from Ukraine's ambassador to Germany, Andriy Malink, who tweeted, "Fuck off," is my very diplomatic reply to Elon Musk.
But he comes from a family that, supported apartheid. Of
Yeah,
course, he says. Like,
that is true. That's true. He's like, y'all should
give
give
up,
up,
stop
y'all
all
should
this fighting. Right,
give up your capital
right.
and
Give up
give
all
your
your
main.
freedom, right? Because right, of course. What else would he say that is in line with Elon? I'm not shocked there at all.
Yeah. And speaking of Elon, let's talk about other things he's done because he's still in the news.
Oh
So
Lord.
Elon Musk Hawkins $100 bottle of burnt hair fragrance cologne. Please buy my perfume so I can buy Twitter.
I'm done. I have nothing else to say.
Who did the Twitter purchaser Elon Musk has been hawking a perfume called Burnt Hair via his tunneling firm, The Boring Company, and has encouraged folks to pony up. He can acquire the social media platform.
Why would anybody do anything to support the richest
I think
man on the planet?
I think he just sold out. He sold out of the perfume too, because he has worshipers and they're willing to buy anything of his.
I have nothing else to say. I'm not helping Elon Musk buy shit.
I hear you. I hear you.
Elon Musk is worth more than every single person in my family put together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about like individual. I'm talking about the whole family since like we've come over to this country. We've not made a quarter of what Elon Musk.
He's almost
worth
worth
help
more.
him.
He's worth more than everybody and everybody's family in America almost. Because most of us come from poor families.
Yeah.
America's a country. We're 8 generations of poor people.
Yeah, man.
Who just happen to make it okay.
And I'm gonna be a cheerleader for him to buy Twitter, for him to empower racists and skinheads and white supremacists. Nah, fam. I think I'm gonna pass.
And stupid black people like Kanye saying that, Uncle Jeff on Jews. It's like what? What Kanye? You sound stupid.
And then he messed up the DEFCON. He said DEFCON 3 is like it's DEFCON 5. Like, what are you talking about, Kanye? But anyway, no, I'm not supporting Elon Musk so he can empower white supremacists.
I hear you.
And misogynists.
I agree with you.
And
misogynists.
I'm not doing it. Yeah, because in the name of free speech.
Yeah. Because I don't care about that free speech.
Homophobia, all those things. Yeah, I don't care about that.
I don't care about that free speech. I took it to a vote for myself, and I don't believe in it. In other news, Netflix's ad tier will cost $6.99 a month and launch in November. Netflix announced today its new basic with ads tiers is slated to launch on November 3rd, 2020 for $6.99, an average of 4 to 5 minutes of ads per hour. A small selection of television shows and movies will not be available to basic with ads subscribers due to licensing restrictions. Video quality is capped at 720. What do you think of that?
I'm not in support of the whole ad model anyway. I know this is a reaction to over the last couple of quarters, Netflix has lost subscribers, and so I guess they're trying to come up with a way to counterbalance that. But I don't think this is the right answer for that.
No, they shouldn't cap resolution at 720. They should do a standard 1080 and eat that cost.
Yeah, right. And why? Yeah, right. Yeah, they shouldn't do it, period.
And
man.
for a company that never said they'll use ads, they want to be known as a premium subscription, you just cheapen your brand.
You did. And I wonder how it is going to affect some of the products that you're going to integrate.
Yeah.
Or show. Because like now you're basing it, I won't say most of it's on an ad revenue standard, but still it's out there. And this is just the tip off. Usually these things don't like recede. It gets bigger and bigger. So right now it's 4 minutes, then it's 5 minutes, and it's 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Then it's a little bit more expensive. And I'm not for it.
Me neither. Me neither. They
Yeah.
said 4 to 5 minutes of ads per hour. That's a lot of freaking ads in an hour. It's not TV level, but so if a 30-minute show is going to have 2 or 3 ads in it, and where do you put
But
them?
hell, but like so most TV shows, what is the runtime like? Our shows were up 45 minutes, so it's about 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
But most of those are free. You get those free.
Yeah.
Like ABC is free, NBC is free. Now
Yeah.
we're gonna get 5 minutes, and I gotta pay an addition. I mean, I get it; it's cheaper than the total model, but Netflix is facing steep competition now. Disney Plus,
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and so this kind of ad model.
What Netflix needs to focus in, you offer a superior service.
You
Give
do,
navigating, previews, all that shit superior. The only thing you're mixing what Amazon Prime has, which is X-ray. They are
yeah,
missing X-ray. But
yeah,
outside of that, you're rocking it. Otherwise, you're rocking it. And
yeah,
I just
man.
find it odd that you're going to an ad model. You're not keeping a premium product. You're capping it at 720. So you punish people that
Mm-hmm.
get the lesser product that may have
Mm-hmm.
higher quality TVs for what?
Mm-hmm.
We all know you broadcast at 4K. You can hit 4K. Why not give
Yeah,
them
man.
1080p? I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
and so in a sense, I'm glad you're making this for people that don't have the income to support it and they want to see Netflix shows and they want to share Netflix shows because there's a lot of Netflix shows that people should be seeing. But I don't want you punishing them with the quality.
Yeah,
They save their money if they have a high resolution television in there, be it 1080p, and you're giving them the basic 720,
yeah, man.
you know. And I respect you went to an ad model, whatever. It's not for me, you know, So I get it.
Yeah, I hate commercials.
Me
I
too.
I, I can't. I can't.
Me too. I had them too.
We were watching Tubi yesterday, and the commercial came on. I was like, "What the hell?" I get it; it's free, but nah, I won't be watching this anymore.
Yeah. And speaking of something that Netflix is offering too, is Netflix is a big step closer to building a major New Jersey production studio. So Netflix offers for a parcel of land at Fort Mammoth in New Jersey, where it wants to build a state-of-the-art production studio, has been chosen to be the top bid, a key step, although not yet a final decision. A former
Um,
U.S. Army base.
Netflix needs a big studio. They do.
They do. They
They do.
do. They
Because
do.
all the other streaming services are supported by major studios. So that's something that Netflix does need.
I'm surprised that New Jersey's in the lead. They're in the lead. I was like, the parcel 289 acres will be close second to Netflix's biggest production hub in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is a total of 300 acres. So they have
Maybe
the
they
one
got
in Albuquerque. They want one
okay.
on the East Coast. But why would you pick New Jersey? New Jersey's taxes
Maybe the
aren't low.
tax breaks. Maybe the
Yeah, maybe they
tax
get tax incentives. Maybe they got to get tax incentives.
yeah, or they got a good deal on it. I would have to imagine there's something behind it
I'm
while they choose.
surprised they didn't try to go into Atlanta. A lot of things are made in Georgia, and Georgia has their tax incentive.
They do. They do. Yep.
Or they try to build it in Texas. But
Does
Texas but
Texas
doesn't
have
care
any
about
studios?
entertainment. They don't care about entertainment. You know, tech companies go there and they have good incentives, but I don't know. It's be
Yeah,
interesting.
I
It'd be
don't know.
interesting.
Go to play what like Austin?
Yeah,
Because I know Joe Rogan moved his podcast to Austin.
he did because he liked the tax breaks in Austin
Yeah.
and he liked the
And I
cheaper
don't
land.
yeah, and Texas doesn't have is it state income tax, I think?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
You
Yeah.
know, they had enough presidents come out of Texas. They set up all kind of federal funding. Them in Florida, they set themselves up well.
Florida hasn't had any president, have they? They haven't
Nope,
had
but
any
they set
president.
up good tax structure for Florida. Florida's free for highway system is always under construction. It's
Mhm.
always under construction. and they're not paying for it. The federal government pays for most of it. They do tolls on their highways, which go all stretch all through the major cities to Miami, all the way up to Jackson. They do some interesting things there. The roads are always, particularly Orlando's, forever working on the roads, and it's because they get enough federal funding.
Yeah,
they get enough federal funding, and they get enough state funding coming in there somehow. I don't understand how.
That is the game, fam. That's the
It
game.
is. Keep the funding coming in. We keep everybody working. Everybody's happy.
Yep.
But you're still in Florida. Microsoft Office will become Microsoft 365 and major brand overhaul. So it was Office 365. Now it's just Microsoft 365.
Yeah.
For the app.
But I think people were still like Microsoft Office and things like that. So, just a full rebrand, which makes sense because you can't even buy like Office Suite anymore, can you? Everything's through
everything's online.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it makes sense. Nobody's doing that anymore. So yeah, it's a perfectly logical jump for them.
Yep.
Yeah, become Microsoft 365. Yeah, because nobody even, I don't even know if I even talk like that anymore. Like, oh, you got Microsoft Office? Like, nah, I just got.
I do. I'm a subscriber. I do. I've had it for about 2 decades now. Microsoft 365.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 365. Yeah,
I have it.
I don't do anything with I have 365. I don't have anything with Office.
Yeah.
With Microsoft Office anymore.
I don't have anything Microsoft Office. I get all Office apps, but I don't have Office itself.
Yeah. And that's what 365, it just offers the app through the online subscription.
Online subscription.
Yeah. Because before you used to buy the whole suite out and you'd have to download it and everything like that. Now you just pay for 365 and go for it.
Yeah.
I don't even think they offer Office anymore. This is probably them just finally like the last little people who still might have had an Office suite and just going for it. It's like shutting down Explorer, right?
Yeah.
Like nobody even uses Explorer anymore, but then they finally just like, okay, we're shutting it down.
Yep. And AI generated imagery is the new clip art at Microsoft. They add DALL-E to its Office suite. So Microsoft is using DALL-E now to their Office suite. So I guess I should download that since I do that. DALL-E is a Microsoft.
What does that mean?
Is an AI generated art suite component where it actually makes images, and it takes stuff that's out from the internet and makes stuff out of it, letting users type prompts in, like instantly generate a variety of designs with minimum effort. Microsoft says designers can be used to create everything from greeting cards to social media posts to illustrations for PowerPoint presentations. And so you tell DALL-E what you want to make, and it will make it for you. It'll populate the image for you.
Okay. All right. I've never used it before.
Yeah. So I think it's a free service. You can actually play with it for free. You should go online. It's like it says, in addition to launching Designer, Microsoft is also adding an AI text to image model to the searching field. So he's like, I want this. I want cakes with Superman, and they'll go find them all and make an image for you.
Okay. All right. I like it.
Tag Heuer has Mario Kart watches will blue shell your budget. So Tag Heuer is making Mario Kart watches. They made a Mario watch before. Me and the Funk were really excited about the launch of the Mario watch. It was a digital watch, and when it came out, we were like,
didn't like it.
It was so. It was just it didn't do it like for a Tag Heuer watch. It didn't do it for me. This new watch themed wearable has Tag Heuer Super Mario connected smartwatch, which desperately tries to justify a $2,150 price tag. It has Mario animations to it, has Mario logos, Mario's on it, but he doesn't move or do anything on the watch. He's just there. It's a pricey watch for it to be a normal watch.
2,000 stacks, yeah, man.
Then the F1 watch they have is $4,300. And Zach Hewlett's Formula One Mario Kart Limited Edition chronograph watch, and that's even more. The more affordable the two releases. Ooh. Yeah.
Sorry. Will you? Are you getting one? Because
no.
it's out of my price range.
Yeah, it's kind of out of my price range too. I just bought the new Apple Watch, and so yeah, this doesn't do it for me. It's not the same.
Yeah,
and I get it. I get it. I mean, I kind of want one if it was really, really cool, but I don't know. The Funk, are you getting one? Paul, are you getting one?
Yeah, anybody in chat, y'all getting one?
Yeah, y'all get one of these Mario watches. Now, if it was an old school Nintendo Game Watch, I would definitely get it, and I would pay up to about $500 for one. They came out in like the 90s, and they were like probably $50, $60. But yeah, and now they're probably like $200 if you get one working. I would pay that much for one. That's a cool watch, though. You know, I could talk about that watch. That watch be like, what? They're like, where you get the Nintendo watch from? Aha, aha. I can't tell you where I got this Nintendo watch from. You may try to get one. Yeah. Then they had the just 250 the Tag Heuer Formula One Mario Kart Limited Edition chronograph Tuberlone watches. The Tuberlones are really nice watches. And those are that's 25 stacks. There's 25,000.
25,000?
25,000. That's the high-end Tag Heuer watches. People are like, would you get one of those? I mean,
and the chat's not feeling it either. They're like, nah, nope.
Yeah, 25 grand is a lot of money for a Tag Heuer watch.
It's a lot of money for a watch, fam.
Yeah, it is. It is. But that's what people pay for a real Rolex.
No, you're right. You're right. But you're right. You're right.
You know,
you can pay more than
are expensive. I mean,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure 25 grand for a watch. The limited edition Tag Heuer, Tiger Woods watches were high up in price too, and it don't make your golf game better.
I don't think if you buy it, you're connected to that it's going to make your golf game better. I don't think that's one of the attractions. That's like, because you wear LeBrons don't mean you're going to be able to hoop better.
People may think they're going to hoop better.
You bought some Floyd Mayweather boxing gloves, you ain't going to go fight better.
Yeah. As Rodney says, make your Wii golf better. Maybe this might gonna make your Wii golf better. It better do something. For $4 grand and 25 grand. Yeah, it better do something.
It better do something, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Look. The Funk definitely said no. Dragonborn VR said no. And he said, I'm even second guessing the $800 Optimus Prime trailer now that the reviews are out on it. You bought the trailer too? So I guess you would have to buy the trailer.
I don't know.
So you buy $100 for the Optimus Prime, you have to buy the trailer.
The one that transfer voice
turns on its own.
I don't know. I think the 800 is worth it. I think that's worth it.
I think the reviews aren't good on the trailer though. They're like, it's just a trailer.
I don't think they were either. But still,
Optimus Prime, they got good reviews. I should have bought I should have bought Ultra. What's his name? Not Ultra Magnus. The planet. Unicron.
Okay, Unicron.
I should have bought Unicron. I should have bought it, and you can't get it anywhere now. I should have bought Unicron. They need to make another one. They need to make another Unicron, but they're not going to.
We'll see.
Nintendo settles labor dispute with its former employees. So Nintendo's in a labor dispute. Nintendo
what were they in a labor dispute about? What were they in a labor dispute?
Let me read the story, and I'll break it down to you. Nintendo and its staffing and recruiting partner, Aston Carter, have reached a settlement with a former QA employee who alleged they were fired for union activity, agreeing to pay $25,910 covering back pay, damages, and interest. The employee filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board back in April, in which the two companies were accused of surveilling employees' union activity, firing an employee for engaging in protected activity like discussing wages, and firing an employee for joining or supporting labor organizations.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's not a good look for
it's
Nintendo.
not a good look. And
Yeah,
only,
it's
they only,
fine.
they only paying 21,000. I got
Man,
mental anguish problems that cost about $1 million. I'm never playing another Nintendo
he
game ever.
he must
Matter
have
of
just
fact,
wanted
that
a
movie, I
quick
need some.
settlement.
I need some money for the movie too.
We see on the screen. Rodney's got the Transformer trailer up.
I know it. The trailer, yeah, it's
Yeah, the
nice.
trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he was just looking for a quick payment settlement or something like that. The 21,000, you'd imagine that even worth it because the lawyer's gonna eat most of that.
Yeah,
He
yeah, your
gonna
lawyer's
walk.
gonna need that.
He gonna walk on with like 10,000.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. If you're suing Nintendo, fam, you got to go bigger than that.
Yeah, you gotta go real big.
Yeah, you got to make it worth your time and the lawyer's time and everything like that. You spend
Mm-hmm.
all that time in court and everything for 25 stacks? Nah, fam, you got to do better.
Right, right. So hopefully, if they take the settlement, if they take it, you know, they settled it already. So whatever they
It
need.
was
Hey,
probably to get it done and get it quick. Well, on Nintendo's part, because what you don't want to do is then get into a class action suit
yeah, you
for
don't
all
want
the
that.
other people that were involved with it and stuff, and then the negative publicity. So I don't
Yeah,
know, fam. You should have went a little harder. You should have went like 500,000.
yes,
Yeah, 500,000. Just get it done and get it quick. Keep it out the news and make it go away. But
yeah.
you know,
The funk put in here the total cost for uh for the
the trailer
trailer
and the
and
robot
Optimus Prime, fifteen hundred
is
dollars.
1,500. It looks dope though.
It does look dope. It does look dope. I would pay 1,500 for it, but I'm not that silly. I'd rather buy Legos right now. Legos are hot. They're hot right now.
I can't. It's dope, man. Look at that. That's dope. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Oh, look at Phil.
You so silly. You so silly. You so
Oh,
silly.
he's
Well,
like, yo.
Microsoft may have some issues with the $22 billion contract they have in place. So
What's that?
soldiers worry Microsoft's HoloLens headset will make them sick. Soldiers testing out the recently procured devices reportedly experience nausea, headaches, eye strain, and other mission-effective physical impairment.
Oh,
Though officials still stand by the technology, the stomach-churning account casts shadow over the Army's whopping $22 billion HoloLens contract. Why would they make a contract that high?
I have no idea.
Why would you even do that?
That doesn't even make sense.
Over 80% of soldiers who experience the symptoms are strapping on the headsets that did after less than 3 hours of use.
They
So you let Microsoft have a contract for $22 billion and not extensively test the
right,
headset prior.
right. But why didn't
Who got
Microsoft
paid for this? Who got
get
paid for this?
Are you saying there's some kickbacks involved in this, Chuck?
There has to be kickbacks in this. We're gonna buy new technology that's not well tested in the public sphere and
Mm-hmm.
put it on our soldiers.
Mm.
And
For
we're gonna cut a $22 billion
$2 billion.
contract. If they say, hey, we're gonna cut a 20 million contract to see if this is gonna work out for us. 22 billion.
Or at least a rollout of it. Like you said, it's not been tested in the public sphere. And so maybe you start in the military, but it's like it's on a small case by
You
case
show
basis.
me
It's a
where.
sample. It's a
Anybody
simple
has bought a new
population.
technology for $22 billion. Even Facebook bought Oculus for $2 billion. 22 billion?
Well, the billions, I mean, it's to support the entire U.S. military. So if they're supporting the entire U.S. military, I can see like the price tag. The problem is,
Yeah.
why are you doing this price tag for something that's untested?
Yes, exactly.
You
That
know,
part.
you know what I'm saying? You would think that it'd be, commercialized first, and then you're like, oh shit, we need this. And then
Yeah.
you go ahead and buy, but nah, they went ahead and was like, oh, we good. We tested it enough.
We're going all
$22
in.
billion contract. Yeah. But I mean, this government work. So, they ain't got to be held accountable to nobody.
Yeah, they're not held up by nobody.
You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying?
they
Can't
said
give
they
it.
said the 10 politicians that have been in office the longest, they said if you followed their stock investments, you would be $100
I
millionaire.
bet. I
If
bet.
you'd have
It's not
followed
even illegal.
the top 10 politicians in office right now, Congress, that means congressional leaders and Senate leaders, if you follow the top 10, you'd be worth over $100 million
Yeah. I mean, it's
with a
not even
$30,000 salary.
illegal for them to own stock in companies that they're on committees where they have control over. It's
Yeah,
not illegal.
it's not illegal at all.
So if you're on like the Ways and Means Committee or the Technology Committee, and you give information about like a company about to release a new product, a $22 billion contract, it's not illegal for you to have stock in that.
Yeah. Like, ooh, Microsoft, I'm putting my money in Microsoft
Right,
stock
because they're
because they about
about
to
to
get
get
a
a new
22.
$22 billion deal. It's perfectly fine for you to invest in Microsoft.
Right. Right. It's so weird. We're so it's disparaging. It's so real.
Man,
Let me go to the
Nancy Pelosi was a substitute teacher. She worth like, before she went into Congress, she's worth like $200 million
she is worth 200
now.
million dollars. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on 1 second. Gotta fix some stuff real quick. Yeah. That I just laugh about it now. Like, this is crazy.
Ain't nobody that good in picking stocks that you went from
Not
making
a single human being.
$24,000, right, at $24,000 and flip that into a $200 million income picking stocks.
Not a single human being. It's crazy. It's crazy. We can go to the next article. Hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, something really cool is going on.
What's that?
Naked Guns, a go with a reboot with
I
Liam
saw that.
Neeson.
Liam
How you
Neeson's
feel
gonna
about
be in it.
Liam Neeson? Paramount Pictures moving forward with the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson is negotiating to be the star with Akiva Schaffer set to direct. Are we ready for Liam Neeson to do some comedy?
Liam Neeson a little long in the tooth, fam.
But he can sit around and do silly comedy, you know. Naked Gun
And
is that series though. It's made for a
the
longer tube
Naked Gun is
action.
over the top. Yeah, but I don't know, man. Little Liam Neeson, little long in the tooth, man. Liam Neeson, what? About 80? Oh, you said Liam Neeson. Never mind. I'm thinking. Never mind. I
You know,
don't
thinking
know. I'm thinking the original
you thinking
star.
about Leslie Nelson.
Yeah, Leslie Nelson. Yeah, that's
Nah,
what I'm
Leslie
thinking.
Nelson's way up there.
Yeah,
No. We're talking about
but
Liam
I
Neeson
don't need.
Taken from Taken.
Yeah, yeah. Obi, I don't know if I need to see Tygon as being in a Naked Gun. I don't. We don't need this. Why? Why him?
I don't know why they picked him.
Yeah, why him? I don't. And maybe they're gonna spoof the Taken movies, like that'll be a big part of it, and so
You
that
know,
adds some authenticity to the character. But I
you
don't.
know
I
what
don't
made
see
Naked Gun reboot really great? Danny
who's that.
McBride.
Who's Danny McBride?
What are you talking about? Vice principals,
Oh,
Eastbound and Down,
okay. I
then
didn't know the name.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he would be funny. Yeah, he would be funny. He would be funny.
Danny McBride would make. They need to hire us to run studios.
Yeah, man. I don't need a Liam Neeson
Top
Naked Gun.
Gun, Naked Gun, Naked Gun, Naked Gun.
Yeah, I don't need that. That's a bad choice if you ask me.
I don't know. I'm willing to check out his comedy chops. I don't know if he's funny. Does anybody check know if Liam Neeson is a funny person? I know in Taken he kicks ass. Don't ever get taken and call Liam Neeson. Or you get taken and call Liam Neeson.
But I'm imagining the plot is similar. I have to imagine
It's probably gonna be off the chain hilarious.
Yeah.
Speaking of Danny McBride, I think Walton Goggins, the guy that played vice principals with Danny McBride, would be a great.
Yeah, it would be hilarious.
Hilarious.
Because they were hilarious in Vice Principals. Yeah, I would rather see them than Liam Neeson. Yeah,
I would too. I say you can get Borat.
I'm not a Borat person myself.
Why you such a hater?
Well, I hate. Defunct says Seth MacFarlane, producer of this movie. Okay, and Liam Neeson have done those primetime cartoons for a long time.
Okay. Well, we'll get to see Liam Neeson be funny. it's just so interesting. He's so typecasted that it's hard to see him playing Naked Gun. But it could be funny. It could be funny.
But the Naked Gun is like over the top humor. It's like
it's in your way. It's like Airplane.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
that's why I think Danny McBride would be awesome.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. And so him coming with the, I don't know. We'll see.
He may do okay, but there's definitely better options off the top of my mind.
Okay. And if I don't know. We'll see.
He the funk said he's still been the dry straight man though. He's always the dry straight man. That's what's gonna be interesting. Because Leslie Nielsen was not that guy.
No,
Leslie Nielsen was hilarious.
Hilarious, yeah, absolutely.
Hilarious.
100%. Yeah. And that's when I'm picturing, because I'm thinking of like the Naked Gun.
I'm thinking like Vince Vaughn or somebody to play this role.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the Wayans brothers.
Well, they're not gonna let them do it. Although I think they would be hilarious.
They'd be hilarious. They are hilarious.
Yeah.
Getting Keenan Ivory Wayans out there playing it, his old ass out there playing it. It'd be great to watch.
I think Keenan would be the director, and then you'd have the rest of them starring in it.
I think Keenan act in it, like it's him being this old detective. He'd nail it. It'd be silly. Don't get Richard Pryor though, because he'll go turn to Axel Foley on us, and we don't want to see that.
Richard Pryor.
I mean, not Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, man,
Eddie Murphy's not going to do. Yeah, Eddie Murphy's not going to do the Naked Gun. I don't see that.
They're actually making a Beverly Hills Cops movie though.
Yeah, they're doing another Beverly Hills Cop, but
it's gonna be horrible.
I don't know, man. They need to leave the classics alone.
Just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Rebooting franchise. Our generation doing these reboots. We need to stop ourselves. We didn't read enough books growing up. And these kids after us read no books.
But let's be honest. Like, so they just Tom Cruise just did Top Gun, and it was wildly successful. I'm not.
I can name more bad reboots than you can name good ones.
And it's not a reboot; it's
a continuation.
And people
can name more bad continuations than good ones.
But people have an appetite for nostalgia a lot of times. So you have these consistent franchises, even though it's years past, people still want to go out there and see them.
There's 3 generations of people behind us that have never seen any of the stuff that we're remaking.
No, I agree, but like you'd imagine, a Top Gun came out in what, 87? It just came out this year.
And only old people I know have seen it. Only old people I know have seen it.
Dude, Top Gun is Tom Cruise's largest box office movie ever. Yeah. And this is Tom Cruise we're talking about.
Yeah. And I've only seen old people seen it. No young people I've ever talked to have seen it. Like, have y'all seen Top Gun Maverick? They're like, well, I'm watching that shit.
Hey, somebody's going to watch it. Somebody did it. I didn't go see that shit, but somebody is. And so I mean,
friends have seen it 2 or 3 times because it was the only thing in theaters.
I don't want to necessarily see a Beverly Hills Cop 4. 3 was bad. You don't even remember 3, do you?
Beverly Hills Cop, no. No, I don't remember three.
It was terrible.
No,
So
I remember it being out there and I seen it in HBO Max and I just keep swiping by it.
yeah, I would
I
keep
can keep
swiping
swiping
by.
by it. Like, why would I see that? 1 and 2 are barely good.
1 and 2 are great.
No,
Beverly
they were
Hills Cop
great.
is
They were great with
amazing.
my child held mind loved them
Don't
because
matter.
the best part still when go back and rewatch those things.
I watched Beverly Hills. I went back and watched Beverly Hills Cop.
Take
the
off
first
nostalgic
one.
lenses. And that movie's horrible. New from the Ville, Top Gun Maverick is great. Yeah, only old people think that shit.
What's wrong?
And your kids that watch it with you. Oh, that was good. Now I'm gonna go watch this TikTok video that's way better than that shit.
And are TikTok videos better? What are you talking about, man?
Some of them are good. They're hilarious.
Some of them are good.
Jamal,
Not all
the
of them are
creative, is
good.
crazy. He's funny.
That don't make they're all good. Beverly Hills Cop 4.
I didn't say they're all good, but Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to be horrible.
Yeah, I don't want to see Beverly Hills Cop 4. I don't. Yeah.
I mean, as I said, Coming to America 2 was good.
Coming to America 2 was bad, but it was a lot of people that like Coming to America 2.
Because those are people fiending for nostalgia. I know people that said, I like Coming to America 2 because I liked 1.
Yeah, no, nostalgia is a driver of people going to see things. That's undeniable.
If we took out nostalgia, these people wouldn't like this stuff.
Dude, we just went and saw Star Wars 7, 8, and 9 based off of nostalgia.
We wanted more story.
No, we saw the 7th one and we knew that shit was bad. We went back and saw 8 and 9.
No, I saw 8 and 9 to hate watch it because I knew it was gonna be shit.
Yeah,
I didn't expect anything good from this trilogy.
A lot of other people wait to see it on the side. There's no franchise
trilogy. I have never liked the Star Wars movie. I bash all.
I don't agree with that. But what I'm saying is there is a market. There is a market.
There is a market.
He's not the only one.
There's a million books out there that have never been made into movies.
New from the Ville said there is no TikTok video better than Top Gun Maverick.
True. Let me show you something with Bernice Berdot in it. That's way better than Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, anyway.
Beverly Hills Cop.
We're gonna close the story on something good. We're gonna close on a really good article.
What's that?
Trill League from Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is in development at BT Plus. BT Plus is acquired Trill League adaptation of Anthony Piper's webcomic of the same name. Trill League, which is a hip-hop and anime-influenced parody of DC comic characters and mythology, has a large following thanks to social media promotions. He's repped by 3 artists entertainments, and 50 Cent's going to make a anime of it.
I mean,
you gonna watch it?
It depends on what it is. 50 doesn't necessarily. Okay. The Power Universe is bad, right? It's really bad.
But this is not by him. He's just putting the money in this.
Okay, I find myself attracted to the Power Universe. I watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I watch it every Sunday. So 50 Cent has an eye for commercially viable properties. And if you're gonna make this, I think it's kind of cool. He's gonna put money and support behind it.
The webcomic is hilarious.
Yeah, and if he lets the people who actually do what they do, yeah, I'm all for it. I support it.
You know, their parody of Batman is hilarious and Superman is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm supportive of Black content creators. So yeah, I want to see it.
Okay.
Trill League. I like it.
Trill League. Yeah, Trill League. You should read the webcomic. You wouldn't like it though.
Why wouldn't I like it?
Because it bashes everything DC. And you're a DC lover.
I do love DC, but no, I like the boys. I like
you're
the boys.
You're a DC enabler. You laugh because you like, I hate your guts. I hate your guts. You're a DC enabler.
And I like the boys, and it's a spoof of DC characters, man. I think this is dope.
Yeah.
The Black Sands is what I really do wish they would that we'd get a version of that.
I haven't read the Black Sands.
I didn't see stuff about it, man. It looked I I've seen some articles with the creators of it, man. They're dope people.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I
They
should
are. I
subscribe to
see
it. That's
them
probably
every
what I'm
year
gonna
at
do.
Comic-Con and talk to them. They're
Really?
like, "Oh, have you read our stuff yet?" Like, no, I haven't. I need to take the time to read their
Yeah, I
stuff.
do too. I do too. New from DeVille, have you read them? You like them?
Yeah, I buy it. I have it here.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have it. I just haven't read it. I have a lot of comic books. I buy for people of color, Asian, Black, Hispanic. I buy all their comic books at Comic Con because I know they're struggling,
Nah,
and our stories aren't being heard or
right.
being seen.
That's what this network is about. Yeah, supporting
Yeah,
you'll see
Black
creators.
people of color, creators.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's
And I want
nice.
to support
I
black
have.
creators.
Mhm.
I want to support black creators as much as I can, man.
Yes, I buy all their stuff. I go to their tables. I thumb through it. I can see like, oh, this is mediocre, but I'm gonna buy it because it's a start.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know.
Nuke from the Ville said he loves it. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy him too.
Okay. We're gonna end on that. We're gonna end on
It's
that.
a
Those
good
support
story. It's a
people of
funny.
color creatives. I bought this Indian
Absolutely.
guy's comic. It's amazing. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. I'm like, wow, you went all out. It looks like what's the company Top Cow? It looks
Who?
like a Top Cow style comic. It looks like I think that's the comic book company. Make sure that's the one. Yeah, it looks like a Top Cow style of comic.
Okay.
Beautiful comic. It's by this Indian creator. And I had to buy it. It was dope.
Good.
So I'm
Good.
gonna tell everybody,
Yeah.
subscribe to us. Subscribe to us on Twitch, like us, give us some bits. For Facebook, like us, like our videos. If you're watching now, hit the like button.
Yep.
Don't hit the dislike button, hit the like. And actually, when we're done streaming, copy the link and post it in your other social media. Post it in your Twitter, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Facebooks for all you
Yep.
old people out there. Do TikTok videos to our content. Like right now, you can do a TikTok video. I'm dancing a little bit. So
Oh
take that
Lord.
and turn that
Oh
into a TikTok
Lord.
video.
No,
What you
don't
need to
do
do,
that. Don't do that.
definitely
Don't do
do
that. Don't
that. Definitely do that. Randy, you don't you like that dance? Woo, woo. I'm throwing them hands, throwing them hands. Yeah. Um yeah, definitely support us. We support people of color. That's
Yep.
what our network's for. Me and Rodney got together and we really want to do this, and we really want to support all the people of color creators because we're tired of seeing the same stories. Hollywood gives us reboots of white properties that were good when we were young, but we have stories too, and we have
Have
tons of stories that have never been
amazing
told,
story.
that have been written for
Never been
2,000
taught.
years,
Yep.
3,000 years.
Yep.
We have been telling stories longer than
And we
any other groups of
started
people.
this. We
Yeah,
started this,
yes.
fam.
So
Yeah.
Black people have stories forever. Filipinos have had stories forever. East Asians have had stories forever. Japanese, Korean, Chinese, the Vietnamese have had stories forever.
Yeah,
Man, there's
man.
stories I've never heard of. And then they have their version of Afrofuturism across Asia, Tongans, and everybody has stories. And we want to see those stories. We want to see all these stories. We're tired of
Shouts
them
out
saying,
to go ahead, go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
We're tired of them coming back and giving us Ghostbusters 5 when we have a whole mythology of ghosts in all our cultures. They're
Yeah, man.
older than the European culture.
Yeah, man. What Tresse was a great series on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was Filipino like, and what was that one we watched? With all those great characters. It was Latinx and Black.
Maya and the Three.
I in the three. It was
Uh-huh.
amazing, man. Yeah. So we definitely we have to take control of our own narratives
Yes.
and put our
There's,
own story.
there's something else I want to shout out. It's Film Month, Film and History Month. For y'all that don't know, it's Filipino American History Month.
Okay.
And it's interesting to say that combination of how the Filipinos became part of America and how many of the Filipinos migrated to America and how well their culture is doing here and it's doing amazing things. Like definitely support your film creatives. We have Lumpia. which is an amazing show about being a kid fresh off the boat. Then the sequel, it came out this year, and they're doing a tour right now. They're going everywhere with it. Lumpia's in theaters right now, and if y'all have never had a lumpia before, you never ate a lumpia, you are truly, truly missing out.
I've
You
never
are
had
truly
it, man.
missing out.
I guess I'm
Um,
missing out.
oh my
I'm gonna have to get
god, oh
one.
my god,
I've
it's
never had
delicious.
one.
Filipino food is divine.
I
It
have
is
no doubt
great
it is.
food. You know what's up?
No, I said I have no doubt it is. I'm gonna
Oh
have to
man.
find
So get your
find
hands
one.
on some Filipino food this month. Celebrate Film creators. If you have any Filipino friends, tell them to ask them questions about their history. Because we don't have a lot of Film history classes or anybody talking about Film history. So take the time to learn Filipino American history.
I'm with it. I'm
With
with it.
that being said, shout out to
That's a
Digital
good way
Click.
to end, man. That's a good. This is a good way to end.
You like that?
Positivity
You
for
like that? You like
supporting
yeah.
people of color, and
Yeah.
talking about Filipino Heritage Month. It's a good
Yes.
way to end.
So
And
wherever you
kick off
are in
your
the world
weekend.
right now, say it's Filipino American History Month. I'm taking a day off on Monday. Take your day off for Filipino Americans. In
You got
Colombia, they taking off Monday. It's a holiday, Filipino American History Month holiday. Yeah, yeah. And get you some Filipino food. Swear to by God, it doesn't really get better. It's some of the tastiest, spiciest, sweetest food you'll ever have. And it's all delicious.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff,
Yeah.
man.
So shout out to Digital Click. Speaking of people of Filipino heritage, uh, shout out to Rodney, somebody of Filipino American heritage, and shout out to the Funk, somebody else of Filipino American heritage. So go get you some food, celebrate. Thank you, Randy, for coming in on Friday. I'm happy hours not the same with us getting sloshed and talking crazy. One day I have to bring Summer Punch back out here to go and hop on and get crazy with us, and we just all laugh all day. Shout out to Centel, shout out to Newt from the Ville, shout out to Paul, shout out to Dragonborn VR, shout out to everybody that shows up and
We
share this on
appreciate you
social
all.
media like this. And Ronnie wanted me to say one more thing before I get out of here. I forgot.
Right.
Like Twitch, like us on Twitch. And Rodney's been doing game streams. I'm the slacker in the group. Yes, I'm the slacker. Who's the slacker? I'm the slacker. But all that's going to change November 1st. So come on board and support us. Okay. And we tell all your friends, tell your family. We're trying to build a network for us. We're trying to have more shows for us. And we need to
Absolutely.
get some support here. So,
Yep.
We'll take donations. We'll take subscribers, likes, shares, retweets of our marketing materials. We'll take all that.
Yep.
With that being said, peace.
Peace.